All right, peace, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I'll give it a second for the people to get inside of the room. Today is Thursday. We got 15 minutes to get this call in. 15 minutes. We do have a scheduled call at 7 o'clock. Hope y'all having had a great day so far. Mine is ongoing. We'll be going overtime tonight. We'll be working, I don't know, to the wee hours tonight. Got a lot of things to do. So let's talk about this. July 2nd, Acre Boyzz have a boot camp class coming up on tax deed training. Why did we use the name boot camp? Because boot camp typically means that this is for new people that's looking to create a stream or alternative stream of income through investing in land. If you've been following us for any substantial amount of time, we recommend that if you new, you start with tax deed investing, right? Tax deed investing would allow you to pick up properties for pennies on the dollars. Tax deed investing is where we invest in properties that have been forfeited back to the county, state, or local municipality due to unpaid taxes. You just need to know which auctions are what and how to participate and how to play the game. That is where the Acre Boyzz got their start at 10 years ago with tax deed investing. Very, very lucrative space. You can do this and participate and win and score big at tax deed investing. Tax deed investing alone can replace the average American income by just tax deed investing. Tax deed investing is not a cheap space. Tax deed investing can start all the way up from $500 to $5 million, depending on the county that you're playing at. The thing that most people are unaware of is how we handle the business and how we evaluate a piece of land. We evaluate a $500 piece of land the same way we would evaluate a $500,000 piece of land. It's all the same. The education is all the same. That's why we always say that if you can make $500, you can make $500,000. Don't be afraid to go big, is what we're saying. And that's speaking from experience. The same deals that I bought for $30,000 was the same principles and same strategies that I used when we bought for $3.4 million. Same exact thing. All right. So comment the word boot camp to get registered for that. It's going down on July 2nd. Inside of that class, we're going to give you the foundation of what you need to be a tax deed investor, right? You can't scale up without having the foundation first. The foundation looks like things that you would need in order to buy, things that you would need in order to sell, resources that you'll need in order to evaluate land. That's what that class will be. It will not be a presentation. It will be a training where we'll be breaking down how you begin to participate as a new tax deed investor. And we'll stay as long as we need to stay. The beauty about it is that this time we'll be doing it not in presentation form. We'll be doing it on a live Zoom call. So that means that you'll be able to speak to me directly. You'll be able to ask questions. We'll train, we'll teach. And then if what we're doing is not registering with you, you'll be able to say, Ray, what did you mean? Or Ray, how did you do that? Ray, why are you doing that? It will be hands-on. That's the beauty. That's why I enjoy doing those classes, because I feel like everybody can learn if they're taught to do it. The same way that 10 years ago, I sat on the other side and didn't know, but I had a mentor and I was able to pick his brain and say, well, why is that way? Or where do I go? How do I do it? And things of that nature. All right, so comment the word boot camp if you're on Instagram to get registered. And then if you're on Facebook or YouTube, I dropped the link in the comments below. You can click straight onto the link and get registered. I hope to see everyone that gets it, that has interest in beginning, because the price point is conducive. It's really, here's what I know. Believe it or not, do your own homework. For what I'm charging for this class, I'm telling you that others charge. It's a lot of zeros behind what we're charging. I know it because I'm in the space. It's been told to us that what you're charging for this information should be a lot more, but that's not what the goal is. The goal is not to lean on people's wallets, right? That's not the goal. It's really not the goal. The goal is to spark your interest to do more. The goal is to spark your interest to come ultimately into our community and really invest with us. Why is that important to me? Because the more people that I can expose to this world, those are the more partners that I have created for myself. More partners that I create for myself, the more deals that I can have come into my ecosystem, the more deals that we can fund. We fund deals. Then we split the profits with you 50-50. So I'm always looking for new people to lend money to do deals with. That's the ultimate goal. And for the time that we do boot camp classes and trainings and things of that nature, we just want to be compensated because this is what we do for a living. All right. So if you have any interest in the land space, I'll tell you a brief synopsis. I have 10 minutes, brief synopsis of what tax deed investing and why it's important and why most of us are unaware of the space because they don't want it to be popular, because that means more people that know about it, there's a threat that there's less deals, which there still is not less deals. There's 3,200 counties. Each county does something. Whether tax liens, whether tax deeds or redemption states, right? That's the breakdown. That's the three-headed monster. Tax deed, tax liens, redemption states. Tax liens, we don't focus on tax liens for new people because tax liens, you won't make a lot of money if you don't have deep pockets. That's why we don't preach tax liens to new people. Tax deeds, we can go out and buy land and deeds for discounted prices, become the new owner of it, then put it back on the market for a full market value, should I say, and that's how we make the profits on it. You just need to know which auctions yield the best prices and best entry-level price points. The beauty of dealing with the Acre Boyzz is we've done the heavy lifting for you. We got 9 years of experience, 9.5 of experience behind us. So we've been to a lot of auctions. We participated in a lot of auctions. All right. So we give you what we've experienced so far. So you're borrowing my experience, then we'll impart the knowledge into you. I mean, last night on my training, we train every week with our community. Let me just explain a home run deal that came from tax deed investing. This is a home run deal. Buy for $15,000 from the auction, sell for $75,000. That's a home run in the tax deed world. Excellent, excellent, excellent number. In fact, so people don't think I'm capping. Let me see if I can bring it up. I was supposed to chop this up and make a reel out of it, but so people don't think that I'm capping. Let me see.
Okay. Is this the one?
So this came from the training last night. Just bear with me. You'll see.
Okay. Is this the one you're selling?
Yes.
Okay. Lola just wanted to show off on y'all. Nah.
I'm a little addicted to the land. I love the land, but I just like to see the slope, you know.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So if this was the property, clearly we would have to. Well, we could do it without going there first. You just save it. You just save the boundary. You're not sharing. I'm sorry.
We're teaching, then we'll get to the price point that I mentioned.
Let me go back and do it over. So this is Lola's property that she bought for $15,000 and selling for $75,000. Beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. She bought this in during the trainings a couple of months ago, and
that's all I wanted you to hear. Right? That's all I wanted you to hear. Real deals, real people. Real deal from real people. Buy for $15,000, sell for $75,000. Could anybody use any extra money? That's one deal. That's one. So if all goes right, even if she doesn't sell for 75, let's say she got price point wrong and she sold for 60. She made a quick 45,000 on the deal. Let's say she sold for 50. She made a quick 30 on the deal just by participating in an auction and knowing which auction yields those kind of prices. This is why I say we have to position ourselves for the win, because I understand the times that we are in. Like, we need resources. You need resources. You need to have alternative avenues to go along with what you have going on to get ahead and stay ahead of the curve. I was listening to something 2 days ago, and it was talking about these guys make a lot of money, and they were saying, well, we found that it's easy to make money. Keeping and growing. Keeping and growing is the next phase of money, of the interaction with money. Keeping the money and growing the money. So we first need to figure out how to make it, how to earn it. You figured out how to earn it somewhat through your 9 to 5. You're earning money. Are you keeping and growing the money is the question. If not, that's the hamster wheel. And that's where most of us get caught and stuck at. It's not about how much you are making. It's about what you're doing with what you're making. I'm going to slow down that work. I should be at 8:50. All right. So I got 5 minutes, and then I have to go to a call. I'll speak about this call. I'm super excited about this call. This is also a part of my private community, and I run a club, a fund that's called the 5K Club inside of my private community, which looks like each member or investor invested increments of $5,000 into a fund, which helps us self-fund our deals that come into our ecosystem. Meaning that if an investor in my private community comes and say, there's a deal for 20,000, buy for 20, sell for 60, I don't have the 20,000. Now my 5K club will put up to 20,000 for that member, and we'll fund that deal. And once it sells, we'll break bread with the person that bought the deal, and we'll break bread with the 5K club. Clearly, 5K club will get their money back first, and then the profits will split 50-50. So super excited to have a meeting with my 5K club in about 4 minutes. We're going to talk about new deals, right? We're positioning ourselves to go out and do bigger deals. I can't speak about that on a public platform because that is a private conversation. But trust me, this is why I say you need to get behind doors, right? You need to find, it doesn't even have to be my community. Find a community, find a tribe that you can grow with, find a trustworthy tribe that you can grow with and build with. That's all I'm saying. I want to see you win. And if you're doing it alone and it's not working out for you, try something new. All right? You're not too old. And I understand who I cater to too. We cater to adults from the age ranges of 35 through 70, but you're not too old to pick up a new skill set or habit. So comment the word boot camp. He said, I'm about to buy land to build my dream home. Do you think the boot camp is useful for that? Well, the boot camp is going to be focused on tax deed investing. That's what that'll be focused on. So if you want to buy the land to build your dream home on from a tax sale auction, then maybe so. But if not, that may not be for you. However, we do have other programs that teach you how to go out and find any size land. But that boot camp, we're going to focus on just tax deed investing during that boot camp. All right, so last call, comment the word boot camp. July 2nd, you'll see us on social. We'll be doing lives up until this boot camp kickoff. So keep that in the back of your mind. This may be limited spots. We're just not sure. This is day one that we're promoting it. So get yours, get in early. Make sure you're secure, right? That's all I'm saying. Make sure that you're secured, and regardless of what we decide to do, you're taken care of yourself and secured your spot. All right, y'all. Peace, love. We check back in tomorrow.